Master Mercedes technicians use 15 insider secrets that keep engines running past 500,000 miles, while most owners unknowingly destroy theirs before 100,000. These aren't guesses. They come from decades of factory training, European taxi fleet protocols, and real-world million-mile Mercedes engines that prove what actually works. Stay until the end, because secret number 1 is the single biggest reason some Mercedes last a lifetime, and most owners never learn it until it's too late. Number 15, the oil analysis protocol. Professional Mercedes technicians use oil analysis every 5,000 miles to detect internal engine wear before catastrophic failure occurs. This $30 test reveals bearing wear, coolant leaks, and fuel dilution that destroy engines when ignored. According to master technician protocols and European Mercedes specialist data, oil analysis detects microscopic metal particles that indicate specific component wear patterns. Iron particles suggest cylinder wear, while copper indicates bearing problems. The analysis reveals fuel dilution from failed injectors, coolant contamination from head gasket leaks, and silicon contamination from air filter problems. Each contaminant pattern indicates specific maintenance needs before expensive damage occurs. Professional shops use oil analysis trends to predict component failures months in advance, allowing preventive replacement rather than catastrophic repair. The $30 analysis cost prevents thousands in engine damage. Master Mercedes technicians report that engines monitored with regular oil analysis rarely suffer unexpected failures, as wear patterns are detected and addressed before reaching critical levels. Number 14, the coolant pH testing secret. Mercedes cooling systems require specific pH levels between 7.5 and 11.0 to prevent aluminum corrosion. Professional technicians test coolant pH every service and adjust with additives to maintain optimal chemistry. According to Mercedes technical documentation and cooling system specialists, incorrect coolant pH causes rapid aluminum corrosion that destroys radiators, water pumps, and engine blocks from the inside. Generic coolants often have incorrect pH levels that attack Mercedes aluminum components. Professional technicians use pH test strips during every service to verify coolant chemistry and add buffering agents when needed. The pH testing reveals coolant degradation before visible signs appear, allowing preventive coolant replacement rather than expensive component replacement after corrosion damage occurs. Independent Mercedes specialists report that engines with monitored coolant pH rarely develop cooling system leaks or component failures, as chemistry problems are corrected before causing damage. Number 13, the fuel system cleaning cycle. Professional Mercedes technicians perform fuel system cleaning every 30,000 miles, using professional-grade equipment that removes carbon deposits and injector contamination that reduce performance and cause expensive failures. According to Mercedes fuel system documentation and master technician protocols, direct injection engines accumulate carbon deposits on intake valves and injector tips that cause misfires, reduced power, and catalytic converter damage. Professional fuel system cleaning uses specialized equipment and chemicals not available to consumers. The process includes intake valve cleaning, injector flow testing, and fuel rail pressure verification. The cleaning removes carbon deposits that cause rough, idle, hesitation, and reduced fuel economy. Professional equipment ensures complete cleaning without damaging sensitive fuel system components. Master Mercedes technicians report that engines with regular professional fuel system cleaning maintain factory performance levels and rarely develop fuel-related problems throughout their service life. Number 12, the transmission adaptation reset. After every transmission service on modern automatics, professional technicians perform adaptation reset procedures that retrain the transmission control module for optimal shift quality and component longevity. According to Mercedes transmission documentation and specialist protocols, the transmission control module learns driving patterns and adjusts shift points accordingly. After fluid changes, these adaptations must be reset for optimal operation. The reset procedure requires professional diagnostic equipment to access transmission control modules and perform specific adaptation sequences. The process optimizes shift timing, pressure, and torque converter lockup. Without proper adaptation reset, transmissions may exhibit harsh shifting, delayed engagement, or premature component wear as the control module operates with outdated parameters. Independent Mercedes specialists report that transmissions with proper adaptation, reset after service, maintain smooth operation and significantly longer component life compared to those without reset procedures. Number 11. The brake fluid moisture testing. Professional Mercedes technicians test brake fluid moisture content every service using electronic moisture meters. When moisture exceeds 3%, immediate fluid replacement prevents expensive ABS pump and master cylinder failures. According to Mercedes brake system documentation and safety specialists, brake fluid absorbs moisture from the atmosphere, reducing boiling point and causing internal corrosion of expensive brake components. Moisture contamination causes brake fade during heavy braking and corrodes ABS pumps, master cylinders, and brake calipers from the inside. These components cost thousands to replace when moisture damage occurs. Professional moisture testing uses electronic meters that provide precise moisture percentage readings. Visual inspection cannot detect dangerous moisture levels that cause component failure. Master Mercedes technicians report that brake systems with monitored moisture levels rarely develop expensive component failures, as fluid is replaced based on actual condition rather than arbitrary time intervals. Number 10. The carbon cleaning frequency. Professional Mercedes technicians perform intake valve carbon cleaning every 40,000 miles on direct injection engines using walnut shell blasting or chemical cleaning to maintain factory performance levels. According to Mercedes engine documentation and carbon cleaning specialists, direct injection engines develop carbon buildup on intake valves because fuel injection bypasses the valves, eliminating the cleaning effect of fuel flow. Carbon buildup reduces airflow, causes rough idle, and creates hot spots that lead to pre-ignition and engine knock. Professional cleaning removes deposits without damaging valve surfaces or seals. The cleaning process requires specialized equipment and techniques to avoid damaging intake manifolds, valves, or sensors. Professional technicians use specific procedures for each engine type. Independent Mercedes specialists report that engines with regular carbon cleaning maintain factory power output and fuel economy throughout their service life, while neglected engines lose significant performance. Number 9. The timing chain inspection protocol. Professional Mercedes technicians inspect timing chains every 60,000 miles using specialized tools to measure chain stretch before catastrophic failure occurs. Early detection prevents engine destruction. According to Mercedes engine documentation and timing system specialists, timing chains stretch gradually with use, eventually jumping timing and destroying valves, pistons, and cylinder heads. Professional inspection uses specialized gauges to measure chain stretch and guide wear. The inspection reveals impending failure before symptoms appear, allowing preventive replacement. Chain replacement at 60,000 miles costs $2,000 to $3,000, while engine replacement after timing failure costs $15,000 to $25,000. Professional inspection prevents catastrophic damage. Master Mercedes technicians report that engines with monitored timing chains rarely suffer timing-related failures, as chains are replaced based on actual wear rather than waiting for failure symptoms. Number 8. The electrical system load testing. Professional Mercedes technicians perform comprehensive electrical load testing every service to detect failing alternators, batteries, and control modules before they cause cascading electrical failures. According to Mercedes electrical system documentation and diagnostic specialists, modern Mercedes vehicles have complex electrical systems where one component failure can damage multiple expensive modules. Load testing reveals alternator output degradation, battery capacity loss, and excessive current draw from failing modules. Early detection prevents expensive electrical system damage. The testing uses professional equipment to measure charging system output, battery capacity, and parasitic draw under various load conditions. Consumer-grade testers cannot provide adequate diagnostic information. Independent Mercedes specialists report that vehicles with regular electrical system testing rarely experience unexpected electrical failures or expensive module damage from charging system problems. Number 7. The suspension geometry check. Professional Mercedes technicians check suspension geometry every 30,000 miles, using precision alignment equipment to detect worn bushings and components before they cause expensive tire wear and handling problems. According to Mercedes suspension documentation and alignment specialists, worn suspension components cause improper wheel alignment that destroys expensive tires and affects vehicle stability. Professional geometry checking uses laser alignment equipment to measure camber, caster, and toe angles with precision impossible with visual inspection. Small deviations indicate component wear. Early detection of worn bushings, ball joints, and control arms allows preventive replacement before alignment problems cause tire damage or handling issues. Master Mercedes technicians report that vehicles with monitored suspension geometry maintain proper alignment and tire wear patterns throughout their service life, saving thousands in premature tire replacement. Number 6. The engine mount inspection sequence. Professional Mercedes technicians inspect engine and transmission mounts every 40,000 miles, using specific procedures to detect hydraulic mount failure before it causes expensive drivetrain damage. According to Mercedes drivetrain documentation and vibration specialists, failed engine mounts create excessive vibration that damages transmissions, differentials, and exhaust systems. Professional inspection includes visual examination of hydraulic mounts for leakage and functional testing under load conditions. Failed mounts are replaced before causing secondary damage. Mount replacement costs $800 to $1,200, while transmission and differential damage from failed mounts can cost $5,000 to $8,000. Professional inspection prevents expensive cascading failures. Independent Mercedes specialists report that vehicles with monitored engine mounts rarely develop transmission or differential problems related to excessive vibration from failed mounts. Number 5. The differential service protocol. Professional Mercedes technicians service differentials every 50,000 miles, regardless of lifetime fluid claims, using Mercedes-approved fluids and specific procedures to prevent expensive differential failures. According to Mercedes drivetrain documentation and differential specialists, differential fluid degrades from heat and contamination, causing clutch pack wear and gear damage in limited-slip differentials. Professional service includes fluid analysis, magnetic drain plug inspection, and proper fill procedures using Mercedes-approved fluids. The service reveals internal wear before expensive damage occurs. Differential service costs $200 to $300, while differential replacement costs $3,000 to $5,000. Professional service prevents expensive failures from fluid degradation. Master Mercedes technicians report that differentials with regular fluid service rarely develop expensive internal failures, maintaining smooth operation throughout the vehicle's service life. Number 4. The turbocharger preservation technique. Professional Mercedes technicians on turbocharged models use specific turbocharger preservation procedures, including oil feed line inspection, wastegate calibration, and boost leak testing to prevent expensive turbo failures. According to Mercedes turbocharger documentation and forced induction specialists, turbocharger failures often result from oil supply problems, boost leaks, or wastegate malfunctions that are preventable with proper maintenance. Professional preservation includes oil feed line inspection for restrictions, wastegate operation testing, and boost system pressure testing. These procedures detect problems before turbocharger damage occurs. The preservation techniques prevent oil starvation, overboosting, and wastegate binding that destroy turbochargers. Professional procedures ensure optimal turbocharger operation and longevity. Independent Mercedes specialists report that turbocharged engines with professional preservation techniques rarely experience turbocharger failures, maintaining factory performance throughout their service life. Number 3. The valve adjustment verification. Professional Mercedes technicians verify valve adjustments every 60,000 miles on applicable engines with mechanical adjustment, using precision tools to ensure optimal valve timing and prevent expensive valve train damage. According to Mercedes engine documentation and valve train specialists, incorrect valve adjustment on applicable engines causes poor performance, increased emissions, and eventual valve train component failure. Professional verification uses precision feeler gauges and specific procedures for each engine type. The adjustment ensures optimal valve timing and prevents interference between valves and pistons. Proper valve adjustment maintains engine performance and prevents expensive valve train damage from incorrect clearances. The procedure requires specific tools and expertise for engines equipped with mechanical adjustment. Master Mercedes technicians report that engines with verified valve adjustments maintain factory performance levels and rarely develop valve train problems throughout their service life. Number 2. The preventive seal replacement. Professional Mercedes technicians replace critical seals every 80,000 miles before failure occurs, including main seals, valve cover gaskets, and oil pan gaskets that prevent expensive oil leaks and engine damage. According to Mercedes engine documentation and seal specialists, rubber seals harden with age and heat cycling, eventually failing and causing oil leaks that damage other engine components. Professional seal replacement includes main seals, valve cover gaskets, oil pan gaskets, and timing cover seals. The replacement prevents oil leaks before they damage belts, hoses, or electrical components. Preventive seal replacement costs $1,500 to $2,500, while engine damage from oil leaks can cost $5,000 to $10,000. Professional replacement prevents expensive secondary damage. Independent Mercedes specialists report that engines with preventive seal replacement rarely develop oil leaks or related component damage, maintaining clean operation throughout their service life. Number 1. The German taxi maintenance schedule. The ultimate secret is following the German taxi maintenance schedule that prioritizes component replacement based on operating hours rather than mileage, ensuring maximum reliability for commercial operation. According to European taxi operator protocols and Mercedes commercial vehicle documentation, German taxis routinely exceed 500,000 miles, using intensive maintenance schedules that prevent failures rather than react to them. The taxi schedule includes oil changes every 5,000 miles, transmission service every 40,000 miles, and component replacement based on operating hours rather than calendar time. This approach prevents virtually all unexpected failures. Professional taxi operators treat Mercedes vehicles as commercial equipment requiring intensive maintenance to ensure reliability. The approach prioritizes prevention over repair to minimize downtime. Master Mercedes technicians report that vehicles maintained using taxi protocols rarely experience unexpected failures and regularly exceed 400,000 miles with original major components, proving that proper maintenance creates legendary longevity. These 15 professional secrets represent the difference between Mercedes engines that last forever and those that die young from neglect. They demonstrate that legendary Mercedes reliability requires professional-level maintenance knowledge and techniques. The most important lesson is that Mercedes longevity depends on treating these vehicles as precision instruments requiring expert care. Professional technicians understand that prevention costs less than repair, and that intensive maintenance creates the legendary durability that made Mercedes famous. Smart owners either learn these techniques or find specialists who apply them religiously. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and if you like content like this, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.